Section 12.6, we're going to talk about a couple more congruence theorems for triangles. The first one's called angle side angle. So if two angles in the included side of a triangle are congruent to two angles in the included side of a second triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So you can see again from the illustration, A and C are marked congruent to D and F, and then side AC is congruent to segment DF. You have an angle, a side, and an angle on each triangle. It can't be just any side, it has to be the included side. In other words, right in between the two angles. Okay? Then we have one called angle side also, which looks similar. We got two angles and a side again, but this time the congruent side is not the included side. So you notice BC is congruent to EF. It is not the side that joins angle A and C and D and F. So that's called angle side. So look at the pictures, understand the difference. There's angle, then a side, then an angle, where the side is included, and then an angle, and then an angle, and then a side that is not included. So looking at these three pictures in example 1, can these triangles be proven congruent with the information given in the diagram? If so, state the theorem you would use. So you look here, oh, and that should open. Let me pause. Okay, not sure how that happened, but anyway, can the triangles be proven congruent? So if you look here, I've got two triangles here. Let me grab maybe a white marker against that background. And you can see that this segment is congruent to this one, and that this angle right here is marked congruent to that angle. Well, that's only two things. Remember, I need at least three things. Well, we know that vertical angles are congruent. So this angle right here has to be the same as that angle right there. So now I've got an angle and a side. Since the side is not the one between the two angles, we say that these two triangles are congruent by angle side. So the answer here is yes, these are definitely congruent by angle side. Let's look at the next one. So on this one, let me grab red here. You notice I have these three angles congruent to these three. Now, we don't have a theorem called angle. And there is no way that I know for sure that any of the sides are congruent. It looks like they would be congruent, but I don't know that for sure. So for this one, we have to say, can they be proven congruent? The answer is no. All right? I have three angles, but we don't have an angle. Understand what we have right now. So far, we have side theorem. We've got side, and now just today we learned angle side angle and angle side. There is no such thing as angle. It's not a proof of congruency. It's a proof of something called similarity, which we'll talk about later. So now in this last one, I have this angle with one mark, as does this one, so those are congruent. And then this angle has two marks along with this one, so those angles are congruent. And then I have this side right here that both triangles have in common. So the answer here is yes, I can prove these are congruent because I have, just looking at the right triangle here, I have two angles and a side congruent to two angles and a side of this one. Because the side is included in between these two angles, it's the side that joins those two angles, that would be angle side angle. So I have congruency for that one.